Okay, we have 3 units that roll up. The middle unit, the cop never exited the car for some reason. I have no idea why. But these 2 individuals then approach, and the first one, I tell him immediately I want to file criminal charges, a citizen's arrest for battery. He looks at me, doesn't even acknowledge it. They approach the postal worker, and then this one cop's going to put up his hand and tell me to step back, so I rotate around to a different vantage point. And here we see the sergeant walking up in the John Wayne walk, and he's going to smile and say, "Hello, sir, how are you?" And I'm going to explain how I want to file criminal charges against this woman for battery. He says, "Okay, let's just wait until they get talking, finish talking to that person." And it's funny how long it takes for this individual to tell the police, "Hey, my supervisor grabbed the photographer's camera. She shouldn't have done that. She's a bad, bad, bad person." Oh, wait a minute. She's not saying that. I'm sorry, I forgot. So here I go into specifics with this cop, telling him exactly my purpose of being here, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, how I have a legal right to do it. Being in public, I have a First Amendment right to film. And he's agreeing. He's asking me where I was standing. I tell him in this public parking lot. And again, he's agreeing with everything I'm telling him. I'm explaining that I have a legal right to go into the post office and film based on Poster 7 and also based upon a First Amendment right to film in public. I'm explaining how I do this all the time and that this woman's got no right to come up to me and grab my camera. And again, he's saying, just wait till they're done in their conversation. And then I remember him talking about just because you have a legal right to do something doesn't mean you should do it. I can't really remember how I countered that, but whatever I said, he was agreeing with me. So the cops now are done with that interview, and now I'm explaining to them exactly why I'm here, what I'm doing, the purpose, and exactly what went down with her grabbing my camera. That she's got no right to put her hands on my camera. And you'll notice from the video, hey, where did Miss Precious go? She's not there. And these cops are saying, okay, agreeing with what I'm telling them. And still Miss Precious is not here. Oh, wait a minute, here she comes. Here's Precious now. Oh, still scratching. looking like, with a smile, what is going on here? I have no idea. What is this all about? I'm confused. Can you believe the police are here? So then I'm repeating, I want her arrested. And he's saying now, well, we're going to get her side of the story and then we'll come back and talk to you. So now she's just going to go and tell him bullshit. Here's the bullshit. I'm asking him why they're not going to arrest her, and he says, well, we got to get her side of the story. So they're all done now with the conversation. The cop's got one hand in his pocket because he wants to relax. And now I'm saying to that sergeant, how come they're not arresting her? How come they're letting her go? And then he's telling me that we're not done with the investigation. Which pisses me off. And that's when I get Felipe on the phone, and Felipe's doing his thing. He's telling the cops that it's a violation of the Bain Act, what just happened. And if they don't arrest her for a citizen's arrest of battery, it's a dereliction of duty. And the cops just double talking him. He's telling Felipe that if Felipe wants to drive down here and discuss it with them, they'll be here. Again, Felipe reiterated it's a violation of the Bain Act, and I have a legal right to do what I'm doing, and she had no right to put her hands on my camera. So now here they go. They're going to get in the group huddle to decide what to do, and that middle cop is still very relaxed with his one hand in his pocket. So they're discussing, hey, the guy's in the parking lot, and he's filming, and it's perfectly legal. And she came out and grabbed his camera. Now this guy's telling me he doesn't want to be on camera, walks right in front of me and tells me again, I don't want to be on camera. He likes coming up and saying that, and then he likes walking in circles. And I'm telling him again, if he doesn't want to be in camera, then he's got to get out of here, because I'm in public. And then he's getting real close to me. That's when I tell these cops to get this guy away from me. And he's acting like real stupid, like, why is he filming me? And cops are standing there because they're thinking, well, he's got a legal right to film you, fool. So the sergeant's in the back, they're calling a higher up to figure out, what do we do? Guy's legally filming in public and somebody batters him. What do we do? Do we proceed with a citizen's arrest, or we just say, hey, we're not going to arrest this lady because, well, we just don't want to? Here I'm asking him why he's not making a citizen's arrest for me. And he says, the sergeant's on the phone talking. Then they're asking me, well, did you ever go in the back to film? It's like, dude, you've talked to 3 different people and nobody said I was ever back there. And now you're asking me that. What are you trying to catch me in some lie or make something up? Now it's just bullshit talk while we're waiting for the sergeant to figure out what to do, because he can't. He needs assistance. He needs advice. So now this cop's looking around, and on the left he's looking around like, gosh, what do I do here? He still has his hand in his pocket. They look perplexed. And here's the sergeant. Yep. What do we do? I need advice. Do we do what's right and follow the law? Or do we just say, nah? So here I'm telling this cop that I've done this before, and I just did the Torrance Post Office at another location. And he was aware of that. He wasn't aware of me specifically, but he's aware of these audits that are going around in the city. So the sergeant now reappears. He looks away. Doesn't address me. So at that moment, I knew that they were not going to do a citizen's arrest just by that sergeant's mannerisms. So he's going to go back and talk to the other cop, give him advice on what to say to me. Make sure everything is done eloquently. So this video shows there is no justice. They're getting their words together in the back. And now the sergeant isn't going to talk to me, but the middle guy is. And hell, sorry, dude. Boom! We're not going to do a citizen's arrest. And I tell them that if they don't do that, that's a dereliction of their duty, and it's a violation of the Bain Act. And I'm going to make a complaint at the police department about all 3 of them. So the sergeant says, okay, I make all 3 identify their name and badge number. Sergeant first, hand in pocket number 2, and number 3.